My name is Beatriz Chachamovits. I'm an environmental artist that focus primarily on coral reefs, awareness and conservation. Um, my work deals with the state that the coral reefs are found today and the problematic situation where they're dying. So we need to talk about that. And so my main starting points to talk about the situation is touching base on phenomenons known as coral bleaching, ocean acidification, and plastic pollution. There are so many other things to talk about, but I start with these three because they're the most common, most known factors that are destroying the coral reefs. Um, so to do that, I use sculpture as a medium, and my sculptures they function as a dry dive. And what does that mean? A dry dive means when you remove the water so that people could see and understand the complexity and the beauty of these systems that are fading away. My work is also very monochromatic. Even though you see behind me a lot of color in my drawings, that is just, it's a place where I pass time when I want to talk about life. But when I approach my work as an environmental artist, my work is about coral bleaching. So my sculptures are all white. And they talk about also not just the bleaching events, but coral mining, which is the fact that people extrude corals from inside the ocean to decorate their house. And the fact that this is not allowed anymore in many places in the world, and people are still doing it, and finding that as a way to enrich their home, which is for me completely mind-boggling. The same way that we used to hunt animals and show their heads, for me the way that we exhibit corals inside of our house is the same thing. So with that in mind, I create installations that create awareness in a way and also show people what the textures and the forms and their complexity is about. Because I found that even though I'm living in Miami with the reef right in our back door, most people don't know what they are. I teach kids a lot here. And my first question to them is, do you know what a coral is? And most of them answers me, oh, are they a mineral or they're a plant? Most people don't even know that corals are animals. So in that sense, there's so much education to be done in regards to the understanding of what a coral reef really is. And then I combine that education element with my art practice. So in a sense, my art practice has three pillars that are essential for it to exist. It's science, education, and art. Without either one of them, it comes crumbling down. It doesn't work because I need the research to be able to portray them with accuracy, what's happening inside of the ocean. And I also need to expand on that and educate people so that awareness and conservation can be held, you know? So lately I've been focusing way more on social behavior on people. Studying coral reefs for 14 years made me understand that my work has to be about people, not just about the ocean itself. So the idea of talking about the beauty of the reef with the element of death sometimes can be a little bit overwhelming for people. So I understand that for us to be able to do something that is really meaningful in a way that we can create that awareness and conservation, people need to fall in love with the ocean. Humans are prone to protect things that we love. And if we don't know them or we don't understand them, we can't love them. So the idea of my workshops and all of the work that I do with the kids, it's about creating that space for them to understand the ocean, understand the reef, and then subsequently fall in love with it and then have that imprinted in them as they grow up and understand how important they are.